Hi everyone, it's time for another Motivation Monday. Today's topic is about creating schedules for ourselves. And I know this topic is kind of duh, but if you really think about it, I don't know how often we actually use schedules for our reselling business. At least I don't. I like to think I have a schedule for myself, but until I actually started following a schedule for myself, I realized that I was lying to myself. You know, the night before, I would create a to-do list for the next day, and well, that's all well and good for the immediate things that needed to get done, or the things that just came up. That's a good thing, but I didn't have like a reoccurring schedule for myself to where I knew what I was expected to do in my business every single day, regardless of what day of the week it was. You know, before I was way to go with the flow. Way to go with the flow. Like, I would start my day and I would say, oh, I'm gonna do some shipping. And then I'll maybe list a little bit before lunch. And then after that, maybe I'll put some inventory away. And then maybe then I'll do this. But the problem that I was having is that I wasn't feeling like I was ever accomplishing anything. As weird as that is, I knew that listings were getting up. I knew inventory was getting put away, but I wasn't feeling accomplished. And when you don't feel accomplished, you don't feel like you're doing enough. And when you're not doing enough, you feel like you have to do more. And that's more pressure that I was putting on myself. Can anybody relate? So now there are certain things that I do every single day that without fail I know they have to get done. You know, the big, for instance, is shipping. I do shipping every single day. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. You know, I get dressed, I have a cup of coffee, and I start on shipping. That's what I do. But what follows shipping, it was always up in the air. It was always like, oh, I guess maybe I'll do this, and oh, maybe I'll do this. Now I have created a rhythm for myself. I've created a schedule, I've created a pattern, and I'm telling you, since I started doing this like a month ago, I have like no stress. Stress is like melted away, and I can't explain it. I guess it's just because I know what to expect. I've created a work schedule for myself. I no longer feel like I have to push late nights because I didn't get anything done. I go to bed at a decent hour every night now. I get sleep. I can wake up and feel refreshed and get going on my day. Creating a schedule is the best thing that I've done for my mental health. For reals. I had a very potentially disastrous, stressful situation happen just yesterday. And because I had a schedule for myself, I was able to avoid a total mental breakdown. My husband unexpectedly had to take a business trip out of town. And it came at a really awful time. Like a really awful time. It's, you know, it's the week of my oldest son's musical that they've been working on all year. So now not only is my husband going to miss that, but I'm not going to have any help with Benjamin, meaning all of the after school rehearsals, I have to take him and pick him up. And of course, pickup is right after Benjamin is supposed to go to bed, which means Benjamin is going to be going to bed late, like every single night this week. And that's not going to be good, right? And then on the night of the actual musical, I'm going to be on my own with a 2-year-old. I'm just hoping that since my oldest kiddo is only going to have one parent there, that Benjamin will cooperate enough to let me sit and watch it. So, and then not only that, but Benjamin has, you know, ear, nose, and throat follow-up for the tubes in his ears, and he's got his regular speech therapy appointments. You know, I had to ask a neighbor if he would please pick up Jeremy from school today because I have to be, you know, out of town with Benjamin at an appointment, and it's like, and I'm all by myself trying to do it all. And I was starting to feel really, really overwhelmed. But yesterday, I sat down and I did this. Yes, it's not pretty. No, it's not in my happy planner. It's just chicken scratch. But what I did was I just went through, I did Monday to Friday, and I wrote down the things I know I have to do. My personal schedule for eBay. I knew what I needed to do. And then I wrote down all of the little things that I had to do for my kids, all of the appointments, the musical, the rehearsals, all of that. And then I was able to fit in all of the stuff I do for eBay in between. And creating this chicken scratch was so easy since I knew what I expected of myself in my eBay. So, but to give you an example, I know I keep talking about a schedule, and I know that a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, well, I have a schedule. I thought so too. But I'm going to give you an example of what my schedule is so that you can kind of see what I'm referring to. So, Mondays. Mondays are always my biggest shipping day. So I block out the entire morning for shipping. Every Monday morning is shipping time. I give myself until noon to get that done. If I get shipping done before noon, that's awesome. In that case, I will go ahead and relist any items that I need to, or maybe grab a bin and start listing some drafted items. But until noon, all I'm expected to do is shipping, which also means that if I get done before noon and I don't really feel like listing, I know that I've blocked off time later on in the week for listing. So if I just want to like sit down and have breakfast or have an early lunch, if I've accomplished shipping, I'm golden. Then after that, from 12 to 2:30, that is the time that I use for YouTube. That's the time that I use to go through and tinker around in YouTube, record some videos, maybe record my haul from the previous week, do all that kind of stuff. So I give myself about 2.5 hours to do that. And then at 2:30, I have to leave, pick up Benjamin from school and take him to speech therapy. And then I don't do anything else while my kids are awake. Nothing else. So from 2:30, when I stop and I pick up Benjamin and take him to speech therapy, after that, after I get home, it's dinner and it's family time. Then at 9 o'clock, after both of my kids are in bed, I will relist auctions. That's all I do. I will relist auctions that ended on Sunday or Monday that did not sell. And then after that, I go to bed. And that's it. Then every single Tuesday, first thing in the morning, we've got more shipping, right? Well, shipping sometimes takes as long on Tuesdays as on Mondays because I'll have like some auctions that have ended or best offers from the weekend that might have paid on Monday. And so I will give myself until about 10:30 to get all of the shipping done on Tuesday mornings. Then from 10:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock, that is the time that I use to do things like, depending on how much I got done on Monday, I might finish up recording and editing stuff for YouTube, and then I will photograph things for drafts and or list. That's what I spend that time doing. So if I got done recording videos on Monday, I don't worry about any videos on Tuesday. Instead, I worry strictly about listing and photographing anything that I need to draft. And then as of 3 o'clock, that's when the kids start to come home. And from 3 to 9, it is family time. And then at 9 o'clock, when all the kids are in bed, I will come downstairs and I will relist auctions that ended that did not sell. And after I relist those auctions, I go to bed. Wednesday mornings, guess what we do? We do shipping, because we do shipping every single morning. I give myself until 10 o'clock to get shipping done. And then from 10 till noon, I list. That's what I do. I list from 10 to noon on Wednesday mornings. And then at noon, I stop and have lunch and get ready for the live Q&A stream at 1 o'clock. And that usually goes and gets wrapped up around 2:30. Then from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, I will possibly continue listing, or maybe I'll snap a couple of pictures for drafts. And then at 3 o'clock, that's when the kids start to come home and I stop working. And then Wednesday nights, I usually go to bed. Yeah, I don't really work on Wednesday nights. I take Wednesday night off. Me time. Thursday. What do we do in the morning? We ship. So shipping until around 10. I'll give myself till 10 o'clock to get shipping done. And then from 10 to 3 on Thursdays, it is nothing but list, 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 list drafts, list the things that I photographed earlier in the week if they're not ones that Melissa did for me. List. Bunch of listing from 10 to 3 on Thursdays. But this could change because Thursdays are also the day that I use to go to the bins. So if it's every second or third week, Thursday might be full of me going to Kansas City. So the days that I don't go to Kansas City, though, I'm listing all day long. And then at 3 o'clock, that's when the kids start to come home. And I do nothing but family time until 9 o'clock. And then after 9 o'clock, I will consider listing, maybe, depending on how good I feel. But if not, I just go to bed. I go to bed. Friday morning, shipping until 10. And then from 10 to 3, more list. Listing drafts. Then, after I get done doing all of the drafts, which by then I should have all 150 pieces that Melissa drafted for me done, after I get everything listed from the week, I schedule sales. Fridays are sale days. So after I get done listing a whole bunch of new items, I will set up a sale to run from Friday night through Monday night, Tuesday night, depending on how I'm feeling. And then I let it roll. Just let it roll. And then at 3 o'clock on Friday, kids come home and it's family time until bedtime. And then Friday night, I might do a live show every once in a while. Or I might go to bed. I like going to bed. Saturday is officially family day. Aside from when garage sale season finally starts to kick off, then Saturday mornings will be for sourcing at garage sales. But beyond that, it's family time. I just sit around with my family, we go do stuff, whatever. That's all I do on Saturdays. It's also the days that I might take a day trip to go visit somebody. Saturday nights, I might do a live show every once in a while. I don't know. That's Saturday though. And then Sundays, I wake up and I lay around in my pajamas until at least noon. And then at 1 o'clock, when my toddler takes a nap, I go to Goodwill Retail and I spend an hour or two pulling 50% off colors off of the racks. And then I come home and it's more family time. And then after my kids go to bed on Sunday nights, I will start to do some of the book work for Monday morning, just because, like I said, Mondays are my busiest shipping day. So anything that I could do on Sunday night might alleviate from the stress of Monday morning. So I'll do some book work and maybe start pulling some inventory out. And then on Sunday, I might relist some auctions that ended. And then I go to bed. But I cannot stress enough how de-stressed I am knowing when I wake up and it's Monday, I know exactly how my day is going to go. Now, it might change if I have a sick kid or school's out or something like that. Yes, of course, you're going to have to adjust and do the dance however you need to. But for the most part, depending on what day it is, I wake up already knowing what I need to do that day. If it's Thursday and I know I'm not going to the bins, I can rest assured that After I get shipping done, I've got nothing else to do but list. Nothing else but listing. And if I wake up on a Tuesday, I know exactly what my plans are going to be for the day. And it's so liberating. And I highly recommend that you figure out a schedule for yourself. Now, with kids, I do know it's a little bit more difficult to do that because children are so unpredictable. So it does help that, my youngest is in a toddler program and my oldest is in school. So that has allowed me to create this kind of schedule for myself. But create a schedule for yourself, even just a little bit, so you know when you wake up what you're going to be doing that day. It really does help. Really. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, I hope you will. And all of my contact information is in the video description. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.